Okay, today you're gonna think positive, right? You're not gonna think negative today, right? So you know what? You know what holds most people back in life? It's not the circumstances. They may think that, yeah, maybe for a while, but it's your thought that today I'm doing a book that you probably know or may not know. It's called The Power of Positive Thinking, and I know a lot of people say you can't you can't uh, when you think positive, you can't. That's kind of like stupid idea that you could achieve your dreams by thinking positive. Years that for me to be able to accomplish my goals and dreams is not thinking negative. If I was thinking negative, I think it would not get me where I want to go and get results, right? And I think that it's have a level of I was watching Kamen Rider. If you don't know what that is, it's a Japanese show where they have like it looks like Power Ranger, but it's not really. I'm not an expert on super. They have masks and they're like superpower, overpower, and you know I just watch it and say, you believe in your own power. Most people don't believe in their own power. They're defeated by life. They're defeated by problems and they don't want to face the problem. They rather run away. I used to be like that. I used to run away from my problems. But in dealing with my problems, I get to be able to handle the situation when it come my way. When it does it when things doesn't happen the way you want it to or you want it right now and stuff like that. Well, you have to be able to know that well, you have to think it like this. Well, negative thinking will get you there, saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. That's negative thinking. And you say, well, I don't, who am I to achieve that? Like, it's so big. Well, that's negative thinking. And it destroys your ability to be able to be creative and to find ways to get you there. And this book will help you in achieving your dreams or goal. Now, what he said in this one I liked the most when I was listening to Earl Nightingale, his audio program. It's awesome. To change your circumstances, first start thinking differently. Do not passively accept unsatisfactory circumstances, but form a picture in your mind of circumstances as they should be. Hold that picture, develop it firmly in details, believe it in it, pray about it, work at it, and you can actualize it according to that mental image. Emphasize your positive thinking. This is one of the most greatest laws in the universe. Frequently do I wish I had discovered as a young man. It dawned upon me much later in life. And I found it to be one of the greatest, if not my greatest discovery outside of my relationship to God. And in a deep sense that this law is a factor in relationship with God because it channels God power into personality. This great law, briefly and simply stated, is that if you think in negative terms, you will get negative results. If you think in positive terms, you will achieve positive results. It's a simple fact which at the basic of establishing law of prosperity and success. In three words, believe and succeed. I like that. You like that idea? That there's a spiritual laws that we can tap into by using our mind and controlling our vibration to the degree that it hit an object, but we also have to expect the best. We have to expect that it's going to come. The expectation bring it to form. The manifestation that we will see in the physical reality that we see. And that's what he said, that too many people are defeated by the fears, by the circumstances that they have been dealt with, by the past that they have been, you know, so how do I deal with adversity when it comes? So, well, it hurts, yes, but eventually it will subside, meaning it will not go away, but you will have another new faith that everything in life that we want to create has to start with us. It's begin with the idea that we're different from the animal kingdom. We can choose to eat this type of stuff. We can choose to buy this type of stuff because we get to choose. The animal kingdom does not get to choose. We get to choose where we want to go, how we want to live, who we get to choose who we want it to be. But in order to release this type of thinking is because you have a limiting belief system that you've been programmed into you when you were a kid. And all these ideas that we had as a kid does not no longer serve us to achieve whatever that is, your dreams, your winning, or if you want a family, or you want to attract this type of stuff in your life, is you have to reprogram new ideas into your mind to be able to see a different world. Too many people get stuck in this world. Too many people get stuck in this mode of programming software that been um, given to them by when they were kids. Now, I wrote down a long time ago. I did not knew I wrote this down in this book, but I say the quality of your thoughts is the quality and quantity of ideas that going into your mind, which in turn give you the life you want. You must, in essence, get a bunch of ideas into your mind that be able to create a a mental structure, if you will, the life that you want to create, and that you must, like, every time when I do the interview, I expect that it's going to happen. It may not happen today. Let's say I went it you know it I went through hardship, or it didn't went through. Look, that may be the case, but I say it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen. And I think like that, and I was like, I know that this person will come to here to be interviewed, so I can give value for people to be able to see that there's another way of thinking that we never thought that it would come into our mind. Our mind is very interesting. We get to choose what thoughts, what ideas come into our mind. Our conscious mind can accept the idea if we wanted to, or we can kick that idea out and say, no, I don't want to accept it. But yet, most of the time, we let stupid, bad, evil idea come into our mind, and it goes through the subconscious mind. Therefore, we change our lenses, which control our behavior. Just like, the whole thing about this is this. Let me give you. Let me read this one. Although too many people are defeated by everyday problem of life, they go struggling, perhaps even one, through their days with a sense of dull resentment as they consider the bad breaks life has given them. In the sense, there may be just things as the breaks in this life. But there's also a spirit and method by which we can control and even determine those breaks. It's a pity that people should let themselves be defeated by problems, cares, and difficulty of human existence. And it is also quite unnecessary. All through life, I was, when I was a kid, and then when I was a teenager, and when I was, adolescence, I was complaining. I was whining about how bad my life was. But in turn, I never did change. So it's by changing the way we input our information, the way we input the sources that come into our eyes, our ears. It is the way we absorb information that changes your behavior and your results. Because let's say you listen to negative news, or somebody's negative, or someone say negative things. What happens is gonna change, which in turn changes your lens, and and you interpret your reality, and therefore when you start to create stories within that um uh your mind. What happened, that story become look like a real true reality to you, and it become an expectation. You expect that it's going to happen, therefore you change your results and behavior, and therefore you get that type of results, because all I had to do with that information that goes in your mind. So sometimes we have to be careful of what information we seek to be true or not true, you know. Let's go here. Okay, so a lot of people who read this are into the law of attraction. um he gives this formula. If you don't know who Norman Vincent Peale is, he's a I think he's a, well, he's already gone, he's passed away. um People say, it's not just negative, positive thinking is not enough. Yeah, I understand that it's not enough. You have to, build skills in the process, or you have to build something that's valuable to the marketplace. um he said, he gave the formula: paralyze, pictorialize, and actualize. The second point in his formula of creative power is to pictorialize. The basic factor in physics is force. The basic factor in psychology is the reasonable wish. The men who assume success tend already have success. People who assume failure tend to have failure. When either failure or success is pictorialized, it strongly tend to actualize in term equivalent to the mental image picture. To assure something worthwhile happening, first pray about it and test it according to God's will. Then print a picture of it on your mind as happening. Holding the picture firmly in the consciousness, continue to surrender the picture of God's will. That is to say, put the matter in God's hand and follow God's guidance. Work hard and intentionally. That's why he said, work hard, and intentionally, thus doing your part to achieve something in the matter. Practice believing and continue to hold pictorialization firmly in your thought. Do this, and you will be astonished at the strange ways in which the pictorialized come to pass. In matter to the picture actualized, which you have paralyzed and pictorialized, actualized according to the picture of your basic realizable wish, when conditioned by invoking God's power upon it. And if, moreover, you give finally for yourself to realization. So you have the power within you. All you do is unlock your mind to be able to um, uh, control the thought, control your mind to the degree that it be able to fire your thoughts at will. You're firing rapidly. Um, the mind can be able, you can be able to achieve your dream, and it's crazy how I use this method, but not in the way that he said. Like, it's kind of like, but your dream can come true. So I love this book. Get it? He talked about expectation. He talked about your thoughts are magnetic power, that it releases a wave of energy that uh, um, that we can amp to a vibration frequency, because everyone is a vibrational frequency, and if they knew that they can reset or tune in the dial and get what they want because of their own vibration and their own frequency to get what they want, because there's frequency everywhere. There's radio wave, there's gamma ray, there's, so yeah, I have read the Bible, for not the whole thing, but for its a lot of people, when it comes to the Bible, they don't understand what it is. I know it could offend a lot of people, so I'm not gonna say that. But I can say this though: Brian Tracy, um, he said the Bible has psychology in it. It has, I think, Thomas Truward has, he said it has psychology, universal laws, it has everything that we need. And this is why I read the Bible, because the only reason why I read the Bible is because it has law of attraction in it, and it had to deal with the mind, right? We don't know that. My favorite quote of all time is Matthew 7:7. It is, ask and it'll show, ask and it will be given to you. And well, seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. Right? I think that's probably it. If not, please correct me on that. But there's this verse. According to your faith, it'll be unto you. Matthew 9, point 29. What thing ye soever ye desire, whatever you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall receive them. Well, you shall have them. Mark 11:24. Now, what it means that by desire, when you pray, believe them. You have to believe that this already happened in the spiritual world and the physical world. That in some place, in somewhere, it's taking place. It's the law of gender. The law of gender in the Kabbalion, it says that it decreed that sure, everything is based upon male and female, but also it's a gestation period for the manifestation for that physical reality to occur and intertwine in your life. And it will occur if you intelligently use your mind to seek and develop, to control your own frequency, to raise it up and increase it to a level so it can seek a higher level. That's what you're seeking for. And then ye will receive them, and you shall have them. Meaning you must, in your mind, and foremost, must receive them in your mind, not just physically, but in the mind. You must already accept it and also already begin to receive it so you won't feel uncomfortable when it comes. Now I'm not uncomfortable of receiving interviews. I'm not uncomfortable of asking anymore because I have done so many asking that it's natural. It's not natural, but it's still uneasy sometimes when I do that, but still it gets a little bit better over time. Now, okay, so here's the thing. He believed, I believe that prayer is sending out vibrations from one person to another and to God. All the universe is in vibration. There are vibration in the molecule of a table. The air is filled with vibrations. The reaction between human beings also in vibration. When you send out a prayer or for another person, you employ the force inherent in the spiritual universe. You transport from yourself to another person a sense of love, helpfulness, support, a sympathetic, powerful and understanding. And in this process, you awaken vibration in the universe, through which God brings to the past the good objective prayer. For experiment with principle, and you will know its amazing results. And he also said the kingdom, when the New Testament said the kingdom of God is within you. Yeah, the kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17:21. It's informing us that God and our Creator has laid upon within our minds and personality all that potential power and ability we need for constructive living. It remains for us to tap and develop these powers. And nobody never knew this existed. So I think people use prayer wrong. I think that in order to prayer to work, is you must and foremost believe that that's going to happen. That you have to have a level of conviction that increases your level of frequency. And when you start to take action on your of what you want in your mind and you already picture it and you go act upon it, it becomes stronger vibration. And what happens is somehow, some way, the universe arranges to you, and it brings you everything that you need, and the resources, the guide that will help you, the mentor, the people, whatever that is. Thoughts become things if only we knew how to use the power of our own mind. And if we use negative thinking, it will destroy us of the possibility of creating the life. Because if you think negative your whole life, what happens is all you will see is negative, and all you will create is negative in your outcome, your results that you don't want to create, because you have in you have a obsolete ideas in your mind that create these outcomes. The ideas are raw material that goes in your mind and create the environment, the thinking process, the quality of your thinking, your progress, your words, your quality of your inner being go out to the world, and it's a reflection of who you are in your inner world that encompass. We are a small universe within us. We control, we can create like the universe. Imagine as if the universe create a world of create beauty, but it also had chaos. We in ourselves create chaos. We in ourselves create beauty. We in ourselves create magnificent things in the world and put forth. And that's why Steve Jobs create amazing things into the world, because he understood that we in essence can put things out into the world and create its magnificent power, because we within we hold, we have, most people die of not understanding of how the mind works and the treasure that's within the person, and the only person that can unlock it is them. If they control their mind, they can control what enter their world. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and if you want to get this book, you can get it. Um, it's a really good book, and um, Norman Vincent Peale was once a failure. Anybody who read this and becomes successful was once a failure. Now they're massively successful in their own right. You can use this for anything that you want. It doesn't have to be fame or power. You can live the way you want it to, not the way how I see it, not the way how successful people see it, but the way you see it. I think that's better saying that. But thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for book reviews, interviews, and stuff like that. And I enjoy giving you this book review. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.